versus you. It's you 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 versus you. Time to clear your mental, everything you've been through. Looking in the mirror like you're the one with the issues. You against yourself, feel like you against the world. Internally battling all of the trauma, you struggle to manage it. Gotta seek help for the damages. It's you versus you, now go and handle it. It's you versus you, let's get ahead of it. It's you versus you, let's clear our heads of it. I'm so good now, I feel good now. The baggage put down, just let me live. Just let me live. Now my mind's clear. It's you versus you. It's you versus you. It's you versus you. It's you versus you.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Saquon, and I'd like to welcome you all back to the You versus You podcast. I hope all is well with everyone. And of course, thank you all for still rocking with me this far. It's been a couple of months since our last offering. Nonetheless, I'm very happy to be back with you all. Last season consisted of 20 or so episodes, and we opened the platform up to feature guests, and we were able to have some great and compelling conversations across a myriad of different topics surrounding mental health and overall challenge and subsequent growth. And I have to give a very special thank you to each of those guests because they were very open with sharing their stories. And they were very real stories with real emotions. And that's not an easy thing to do. And they trusted me and my team with their stories, and their stories mesh well with my anecdote, which is why I believe we were able to create such great, compelling content together. So, peace and love to all of them. Now, with my team and I, we were starting out, we were learning how to produce content. And that consisted of my monologues, which, in my opinion, were a little more comprehensive and educational. Now, the quality was shit, but we were all learning. Those early episodes introduced many of my target audience to mental health and psychology overall, while providing certain phrases, terminology, and definitions that many may have never even heard of, let alone had no idea that they were even suffering from. So listening to the express wishes of some of the viewership, those of which that actually listened to those episodes and learned from those episodes, as well as the counsel of my team, we decided that this season will consist of both types of contents, interview and monologue, so that we can continue to drill in these concepts found within the modality as a whole. The monologue episodes will be a little shorter, around maybe 15 to 30 minutes, to be conscious of people's time as well as their attention spans. But we'll do our best to pack them with quality information. Okay, so now, those monologues in the beginning, ending with the last one discussing what I called the gradual surrender. We learned about characteristics of water and how those characteristics or principles can aid us along our mental health journeys. We talked about Bruce Lee's famous quote, to be like water, which is actually a summarization of Wu Wei, which is the Taoist principle of effortless action or the emptying of one's mind, essentially becoming formless or shapeless. We talked about how water can change and become solid, liquid, or gaseous, and how philosophically this can be described as being egoless. Water is so without ego or identity that it assumes the shape of the thing that encapsulates it without losing its own properties or characteristics. Now, in water's natural environment, it flows beautifully, harmoniously, but it can also crash with devastating effects. So, in this last episode, we liken these principles of water to our own growth journeys as healing from trauma and the subsequent stripping of self warrants that one becomes formless and not beholden to limited identities. But much like water, in a less than harmonious way, we also possess the ability to crash and wreak havoc and even destruction. We learned that the gradual surrender or growth, as Joe Dispenza says, isn't really about healing, more so than it is about change, as our new self is literally a new identity. And there are many components to bringing about this change. But one crucial component is the death of the ego. That ego death results from unfiltered truths that we must ultimately accept about ourselves when recounting significant moments of growth, loss, grief, change, crisis, etc. And how this truth is a freeing mechanism. But it isn't Zen like, as we talked about before. That untethering, it feels scathing, a fire like purging. But within that purging, there's also a purification. And it's gradual because the deeper we go within our own authenticity, the harsher the truths become about ourselves that we must ultimately come to accept when recounting situations. Lastly, we learn that this acceptance, this surrendering, this relinquishing of an identity, this gradual subsiding of highly volatile emotional energy is all because of the process of detachment, which by definition is the state of being separated, disconnected, freedom from bias or indifference. That filtering process, however, leaves residue, as our inner critics will always be present. And awareness is crucial, which brings us to our next discussion. We must always be mindful of our triggers. So let's get busy. By definition, a trigger is an event